Man, my bad. Look, I didn't even turn the mic on. But listen, this is Real Everyday People. I'm Eladio Nino, and this is the El Nino Podcast. Thanks for staying tuned in, and I apologize for the technical difficulties. But definitely want to send a big shout out to my dogs and them out there in Saginaw. Ruben Maldonado, Marcos Villegas, my dog Crucito, my man Fitchett. What's up out with you, boy? Uncle Bert. But yeah, we back here, man, with my man's Emmanuel Juarez, and we were talking about soccer and soccer teams, and you and your dad and your brother taking winning a little competition you guys had this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely, that was like the highlight of my 2020. But yeah, it's always been a big part of my life. Was like in high school? I didn't really get to play it in high school. So I went to a high school that was like there was only like literally like 3 Mexicans. And it was like a black high school.
Okay.
And yeah, so it definitely taught me a lot though. Like it was the diversity there. I really got to know the culture, what is Detroit. So
Absolutely.
I appreciate that a lot. And then what was it like? I was like 16, and I got my first truck. And like, man,
you bought yourself a truck,
yeah,
huh?
Yeah. I was like, man, I saved up that money from.
How did that feel?
Yo, that was like you know how I'm really goal oriented. I was like,
yes,
yeah. So that was like that was big for me, man. It was bad. It was bad though, because like my grades went down, skipping, going to skip parties.
Dang.
Yeah. So. And then, it was like I graduated. I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was like, man, it was like my first job. Like when I graduated, I was like, yo, I'm gonna be a landscaper. I'm gonna do landscaping and cut grass.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, this ain't it. And then I did carpet with my uncle, and yeah, that was man, that was tough, you know. But I got to learn those skills. So that's why that was like the whole point. I was like, yo. But that didn't work out. And at that point, I was like, yo, I want to be my own boss. Like, that's the only way I'm going to, like, really be happy, you know? It's like really I'm here trying to find my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And then I went back to school. I went to college. I got my degrees in business. I went to Henry Ford Community College.
Okay, damn.
And, yeah.
What was that like, man, being a college student there?
Man, it was cool. I feel like I didn't really get that whole university college experience. So I was doing it part time, and I was doing part time working with my dad in roofing.
Okay, all right.
So
that's hard work there.
Yeah, man.
Man, I did that when I was younger. Man, that's back-breaking work there. The roofing.
Yo, man, yeah.
And the Mexicanos, they love to work, boy.
Oh man, it's insane. The hard work it goes into it. I was scared of heights the whole time. Like, you know, when I was younger, I was like, yo, I said I didn't want to join, but my dad was like, yo, you go to school, and there's the days that you have off, come work with me. Mm-hmm. And he took care of me, man. He's like, he really did took care of me.
He raised you with some good work ethics,
yeah,
man.
Definitely,
that's good.
Man. It's like
some good surviving skills as well.
Yeah, man.
Skill trades is where it's at. That's what built the world, you know.
Yeah, he's the hardest person I know. Yeah, definitely. And then from that, I was like, okay, cool. I got the business degree. I helped them run the business. It went legal. Got workers' comp, insurance.
Okay.
So I was, doing that. I was managing that.
That's dope.
And so we did that for a couple years. And I was like, yo, this ain't really what I want to do. Like. Mm-hmm. You know, I was like, yo, I don't want to bust my ass. That shit, it would be like, it would be from like 7 a.m. to like 10 p.m. It would be days like that. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yo, I can't really be doing this, like, but I did, I did what I could. I was like, yo, you know what? I need to do something that I like. So I was like, that's where I went back to, and I started my brand, my Jersey Athletics. So that's
okay.
Yeah, I was like, I always wanted to design. I knew, I was like, yo, deep down, like, I wanted to design clothes. I was really into fashion. So I was like, okay, cool. I was playing soccer, and then I realized, like, these soccer jerseys are kind of whack. I know I probably could get some better ones. Mm-hmm. That's how I started. I was like, I started providing us cool soccer jerseys for like the Sunday League teams. And then it grew, like, that was the market. I was like, yo, that's it right there.
That's sweet.
Yeah, so I took advantage of that. Man, it was really cool. Like, I got that going, and then I started involving more streetwear, more of my designs.
Okay.
Recently, I even did some masks, man. I made some masks made
Oh,
from
yeah?
jerseys, yeah.
So would you have like? Did you have like some experience with technology design when you went to school?
No, man, it's just like everything was like shit on YouTube. I was like, YouTube University.
Okay, dang, that's
it'd be like,
sweet.
yo, how to Photoshop.
How me and Emmanuel met is I was at
yeah.
at Detroit Forever, Jose Rivera's Detroit Forever fashion show, and this brother was there. He had a stand and he was selling these dope ass T-shirts. I actually wore one of mine on one of my episodes, and it had a picture of Tupac and Chalino Sanchez, and it was just like two cultures clash, two legends. You know what I'm saying? And I loved it. And he didn't have my size that day, but we swapped out information. I was on his head every day, though, bro. What's up? I need my T-shirts. Finally got me my T-shirts, and I was like, man, it's so dope to see him, at his age out there, you know what I'm saying, in the hustle and bustle, being creative, selling product, like, moving forward in life, man, being progressive and as prosperous as can be.
Yeah, man, that was a good time, that event.
Yeah, at that fashion show. Yeah, I
Yeah,
met a lot of
fashion
good
show.
people, man. Artists, food, fashion, all that good
Yeah.
stuff. Can't wait till things go back to normal,
Man,
so
shout
we
out
can have
Jose.
another.
Shout out Jose. He's the
Man,
GOAT,
no
man.
doubt.
He's the GOAT for sure, man. Yeah. So I started the brand, and it went well. But I realized, I need to put more attention to it. So I stopped doing roofing full time, and I was like, I'm gonna get a 9 to 5. So I got a 9 to 5, and then it's just it kept on growing. Like everything kept on growing.
What kind of 9 to 5 did you get?
So I work out at this. We do like electric vehicles. We do like the chargers. So it's
Okay.
it's a whole it's a company that it's out in Dearborn. It's close, It's like it worked out because the
It was
commute.
convenient.
Yeah, the
It was
commute was like
convenient.
I'm like 10 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And what do you think you learned from that? Because I just learned about my life and my journey. Like everything that I've been through, man, like it taught me something. I was either there to give something or receive some type of knowledge, some type of power, some type of experience that I had to exchange with the moment. And sometimes you have to go through times of discomfort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to be flexible. Sometimes you have to go through certain things. But at the end of the day, it all serves its purpose in the end. And it was through these jobs that you had acquired and obtained skills, but at the same time you were starting you the more that you worked in all these different trades, you started to discover yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you started to discover what you were good at, and then you talked about how you started utilizing your brain and how you can get paid by using your mind.
Yeah, so when you come from less, you got to do more. That's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
So my whole thing was like, I'm going to learn all these skills. I want to be like handyman or everything, like jacks of all trades. So yeah, that I'm doing 9 to 5, but my whole thing is like I want the 9 to 5 to just pay my bills, and then my businesses to really just to make me more money, so I could buy more assets, just get a good cash flow, so like have different streams of revenue. So that was my whole thing. I was like, I feel like I'll be happy once I get like that financial freedom and I get to do whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the goal. Once that happens, I get to like, man, put everybody on, help everybody evolve. It's just like.
And you've had that mindset since you were like 13 years old.
Yeah, man. It's I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Yeah, it was like it's
Absolutely.
I was knew I wanted to just be work for myself, and yeah. So I started Fiesta Vibes. Fiesta Vibes, yeah. Fiesta Vibes is.
Tell everybody how they can find this, where they can go.
Oh yeah,
to,
it's just like it's on
your
on
Jersey
Instagram.
Athletics.
Yeah, Jersey Athletics on Instagram.
How do you spell it?
JREZ_E Athletics.
Yeah.
And then I got my my other business, Fiesta Vibes, and that's Fiesta Vibes Detroit. That's on Instagram.
Okay.
You can follow me too. I'm SWDEJAY. So yeah, that's where you can find me. So I have all my businesses on there, even like the roofing business. So yeah, it's like I tried. How you said, like I got all these skills, and I'm like, I think if I put them all together somehow, like I want to see I want to see the results of that. And yo, that's been really good for me, for my creativity, for my growth. Like I got to when I do the Fiesta Vibes, we basically give a platform to artists. So my whole idea with Fiesta Vibes is my sister. She's an artist. Yo, she's like, man, she's dope. She goes to school or CCS.
When you talk about artists, you're talking about
yeah. She paints,
artists,
man. She can paint anything, bro.
Okay.
And she's cold with it. I get a lot of inspiration from her.
Shout out to sis.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get her to come through, man.
Yeah, no doubt, for sure.
Man. She dropped some knowledge for sure. But yeah, so that was I was like, yo, you have some dope ass art, but I want people to see it. Like, you know, she's more of an introvert, so I want people to see it.
It was when we were at the fashion show.
Yeah.
You had your booth, and there was a girl
Yeah.
next to there painting. Is that her?
That's my sister. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
So
her artwork is absolutely beautiful, bro.
Yes.
I literally stood there and was mesmerized by her paint, especially watching her do it.
Yeah.
I was like, man, dang, that's dope. I would love to maybe buy some work or something off her one of these days.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That's dope.
She's so talented, and I've always been surrounded by really talented people. Like my best friend is Freddie Diaz, and dude's like an amazing artist.
Southwest Freddie, right?
Freddie, yeah. So his art just inspired a lot of a lot of my creativity. A lot of so.
He's got a lot of art at the DHDC inside of there.
Yeah.
He's painted a lot of like cultural art and
he
stuff.
paints the whole hood. He's painted the whole hood, definitely. Yeah. So all of that, it's just like I always knew it was like, yo, I'm also an artist. You know, I was like, I'm a businessman, but I'm also an artist. So I want to tie all of that in. So what I had with Fiesta Vibes is like, yo, we're gonna throw events. We're gonna have some music, and then I have my sister painting, and my mama, she makes some bomb ass pambazos. Yeah, so it's like, yo, my mom's gonna be selling the
Pambazos? What are they?
Pambazos. So it's like a torta, right? It's like a torta.
I love torta.
Yeah, torta. It has like it's like some spice. It's like it's fried. It's a little bit fried. And they put like there's carrots, potato and chorizo. You got the lettuce. You got the crema. You got the queso fresco.
So I love the queso
what makes it special
fresco.
is the sauce. You know, the sauce and the spice that's on the bread.
Yeah.
Man, fire, bro.
Man,
fire.
I love tortas, man.
Yeah,
It's giving me heartburn right now just thinking about it.
Yeah. So that actually came about like when I started doing that like 2 years ago. I was at an El Club, and I tweeted. I was like, "Yo," El Club needs to have a Latin night. I can't believe they don't have a Latin night there in Southwest Detroit. And
I know.
Yeah, I
By the name of it, El Club, I thought El Club. Oh yeah, we in there.
So
Ain't nothing about it, no Latinos, huh?
Yeah, they actually responded to me, right? They actually responded, like, "Yo," it's like, yeah, we have that in the works." And so I was like, "Okay, cool, can't wait for it." And then, man, so knowing Freddie, like he's connected with them, so yeah, we made that happen. Like, yo, I remember I was in Chicago. So shout out to Sol, my cousin Sol. But yeah, I was in Chicago, and I don't know if you know, there's an artist in Cuco. So we went for his birthday, and yo, that was like that weekend. It was just insane. I was like, that's where I feel like Fiesta Vibes was born. So I'm in a different place, and I'm like, yo, how come we can't have this in Detroit? You know, it's like we can't have this vibe in Detroit. So yeah, I went back to Detroit, and we had that. We came back here, and yeah, it's just Fiesta Vibes launched. You know, we had Bad Bunny versus Drake.
Dang,
Drake night,
for real?
yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Bad Bunny versus Drake. J Balvin and Bad Bunny night. So that was the Latin night that they put for
At El Club.
Yeah, for El Club.
Okay.
Yeah, and,
I've heard about it, and I driving down Verner, I see both sides of the street. Like that place be slapping.
Yeah, man, it was really slapping.
They do big acts there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember back when this COVID stuff first hit, they were distributing food to the community, pizzas and stuff.
Yeah, man.
So, I had posted up. So, big ups to them. Big
Yes.
ups to my man Rob at Guy's Pizza, too, over there in Lincoln Park. Much love, bro.
Shout out to Drew. Yeah, shout out to Drew.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I love seeing, businesses, just people in general from the community, helping out, man, and doing their part and doing what they can, man. So, big ups to all the businesses, showing love to the community for sure.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, that happened, and that really, I feel like that changed the entertainment in Southwest in a way. Like nobody was really doing like specific nights like this. We highlighted, which is like the trend right now, the Latin trap. Latin trap. Yeah, it made it into a night. Yeah, man, it was dope because my idea of Latin trap was like I want to listen to some cumbia, I want some reggaeton, I want some freestyle, and that all came. You know, we chose the DJs, and I was out there selling my shirts.
That's
you know,
sweet.
yeah,
I love that.
shirts.
You like a little Jose Rivera? Look at you.
Yeah. So I was like, yo, it's like this is like I want to create this. Like this is like I want to make this a trend. I started reaching out to other venues. Other venues started reaching out to me. So Freddie actually had a collab with Vans, and we did Detroit Shipping Company. Have you heard Detroit Shipping Company?
Yeah, that's right around the block from
that's dope.
DCC.
That's a dope place, man. That's the shipping containers. That's dope. So we did a Latin night there, and man, that was huge. But like we did it like I added more elements to it. You know, I was like, okay, so Freddie's gonna drop his collab with Vans. He did like a pop-up store, and then I had my pop-up store too. And then my friend Mireya, she's a makeup artist. She's an influencer. I mean, she did like her makeup.
Was she at Jose's fashion show as well?
No, I don't think so.
All right, because I know there's a couple makeup artists that were there as well.
Yeah, shout out to her. Shout out, she's dope.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so but then we got like more DJs. Yeah, we got like 3 DJs, you know, to go all night. And then we got a dude hit me up from Pontiac. Shout out Fancy, Mr. Fancy. He hit me up and he's like, yo, it's perform. So you have all these elements, all these cool people coming together and just making this like unforgettable night, man. That was like, that really put me on the map. I got like a Modelo sponsor.
Dang,
yeah,
for real?
Yeah,
That's
it was
sweet.
it was dope. It was dope. That happened like that was like the second time that I.
And it was through the events that you were throwing.
Yeah, it was the second event that I helped, you know, like curate. And
you know Miguel Reyes too, right?
Yeah, so that's
Shout
how
out to my man
that's
Reyes.
where,
That's my dog, taking care of business with the youth, man.
Yeah,
Much love, bro.
Yeah, that's my boy, man. Shout out Reyes, man. Definitely one of my mentors.
Shout out to Lex Zavala too, man. That's my man.
Yeah, shout out to all of them, man. Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Adrian too, and everybody at the Culture House if they're watching right now. But yeah, what was it like Detroit Shipping Company? That's where actually Reyes knew. Like he was like, yo, who the fuck is doing this? So like, yo, he got my Instagram, hit me up, and it started from there. Like, yo, yeah, like man, that alone, like what we have right now with Coach Creators, it's that itself, it's really dope. We just, like last year, like we were just planning. We had like this, like Cinco de Mayo festival that we were gonna plan, dude. It was gonna be insane. So yeah,
you know, I think it's really unfortunate because when I grew up, bro, like we used to have these big Latin American festivals, Mexican festivals at Hart Plaza downtown, and then, you know, not even in the neighborhood, like the old carnivals at Clark Park and Holy Redeemer and stuff like that. Like those are the things that kept a lot of communities tight together. You know what I'm saying? They represented, you know, our community. They represented our culture. They represented family engagement, events, things like that. And they don't do that no more. And it's really unfortunate because I feel like people become more disconnected because of it. You know, and then when you talk about, you know, how you were the one that met up with the people at Ed Club and, you know, initiated, you know, a Latino night. Like, I just think it's amazing to be able to open up a business like that in a Latino community and not even have a night designated. And I think sometimes that, you know, Southwest Detroit has this stain on it where they think everybody's a gang member, violent, things like that. And I mean, no doubt, it's a part of our history, you know what I'm saying, in urban communities across the country, you know. But at the end of the day, I feel like you know, we have a right, you know what I'm saying, to be represented and to represent, you know, our home and where we're from, and always have a place, you know what I'm saying, to be able to, you know, represent on behalf of our community, our culture, and our people.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I know a lot of people would call Southwest Detroit like ghetto, You know, they'll be like, yo, it's ghetto, but
and they may think that, we're just drug dealers, gang members,
Yeah.
trouble, shootings. A lot of people might not invite you. You might have family from the suburbs don't even invite you to the house because they think you're going to steal something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. But I'm just saying that it's unfortunate that it has to be like that. And I know sometimes in life you got to love people from a distance. You know what I'm saying? But, I live a life today, man, where I don't like to live with no regret. So I try not to hold no grudges in my life, hold any animosity towards anybody, bro. I live with a heart full of peace, you know what I'm saying, and just with love, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely, bro. I feel that for sure. And it's just it's definitely changing. Like Southwest Detroit is changing, yo. It's like, so you have like this middle. You're in the middle of this change, and like, yo, you want to be that change. You know, you
want to be part of the transition.
Yeah, you wanna see that. You want to see your vision coming out. So when that happened, I was just connected with Reyes, and that everything blew up. Like, and I connected everything with the brand, with the Fiesta Vibes.
Yeah, it all complemented each other.
Yeah, and then I kept on getting more skills. It's like, yo. I learned how to DJ. I was doing photography.
Don't say that. We got turntables over there now. But that's sweet, though.
I'm gonna come through. Yeah, I'm gonna come through and do a set for sure. But I learned how to, man. I was acting, bro. I was like modeling and shit. So you have all these.
That's sweet.
All these new stuff and doing it at the Culture House. So you just meet.
Man, you
people.
Cultivating every skill, possibility, potential craft that you got. You fully invested in yourself by applying yourself in every which way that you can, man. That's a blessing, bro. Yeah. That's very powerful, man. Because everybody has the ability to be that talented, to be that skilled. You know what I'm saying? But too many people become stagnant. They get comfortable where they at. They think that they can live the rest of their life with just knowing just enough. You know what I'm saying? But you put yourself in a box. You become a barrier in your own life, man. You got to be more open-minded. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And people need to look a lot more internal than external. Because you're going to find everything you need. You're going to really find what you made of when you look inside of yourself. And then when you start to go through things in life, you know what I'm saying? These situations are going to reveal yourself to yourself.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. Yeah, so I did like a whole rebranding from myself. Like I really discovering myself. This whole everything that it was going really fast. But yeah, I was in a long relationship and had a bad breakup, and I was like, yo, it's perfect for rebranding myself. I want to come back. I want to come back harder, stronger. It's all about mentality. Just like, yo, I'm gonna do it. Put my mind into it and just create. So yeah, it's what was it in like 2017? It was like the Bitcoin mania.
I was in prison, bro, and I was hearing about it on the news, reading about it. People were talking about it, and I'm like, what is it? Like, what is Bitcoin? Like, man, so how does that work?
It's basically like digital gold. I like to say it's our
digital gold. I never heard that.
It's our generation's gold. Like if you think about it, like the dollar is devaluating, especially now that they put trillions into the economy. Like it's devaluating. If you see right now, it's weaker than what it was like years ago. So yeah, it's like people are investing into Bitcoin, to store their value. You have these big institutions and companies are invested in it. So I did all this research. I'm like, what's investing? I have never really had no role model. My parents don't know about investing. They just know that stash that money and save the money under the couch, under the mattress. So I did all this research at the same time I was doing all of this. So I'm like, I'm gonna take advantage of all this information and just learn and grow and teach other people, and
that's the beauty, bro. Yeah. You are willing to do the research, study, obtain the knowledge, and then share it. Yeah. That is the best thing that you can do as a human as a servant to your people, to your community, to your family, you know what I'm saying, is share your blessings, whatever, whether it's financial, whether it's educational, whether it's spiritual, whatever wealth that you possess, share your blessings, you know what I'm saying? Yes. And I just, man, I salute you, bro, because that's beautiful. That's how you reproduce productivity. That's how you reproduce positivity. That's how you reproduce prosperity. You know what I'm saying? Is each one teach one. What I have is yours. I'm willing to share. A lot of people, they got information and they don't want to share it with nobody because they want to be better than everybody. They want to be higher. They want to feel like they worth more than other people, man. Yeah. You know what gives me worth, man? What gives me value is my heart and the heart to give. I love receiving, but I love giving more. You know what I'm saying? And giving of myself in every way. You know what I'm saying? So I respect you, brother, for putting in the work, my brother, and then putting it back out. You know what I'm saying? So other people can be educated and make them same investments and hopefully be successful. And I wish you the best of success, bro. I want to see you grow. You know what I'm saying? And become everything that you're supposed to become.
Yeah, man, it really takes a village, you know. It takes a village, and it's
sometimes you raised by a village of thugs, though. You feel me?
Yeah, it's but just you know, you should share the knowledge and you plant all these seeds, and you know, it's you should see it grow. You see it grow, and you just. I'm around always by you know, like-minded people. I like to feel like a lot of attraction. That's how I met you, Jose, Reyes. So it's, you know, it all works out, and we all learn from each other. I feel like that's key, man. It's we all like have
and we all bring something to the table, man.
Motivate each other, you know, inspire each other, and that to me that's what it's about.
And I swear it's just so unfortunate when you just got that crab in a bucket theory, when you just got people who want to step on each other, like it's mandatory that I be better than you, man. Like I'm really, like, I hear so many artists from the neighborhood, local artists with a lot of talent, a lot of potential, but the thing is they don't want to work with each other. Why? Why would you not want to work with each other, uplift each other? I don't care if you're DJing, if you're promoting, if you're singing, if you're rapping, if you're dancing, whatever you do, man. Get with your crowd. Get with the people who are doing the same thing as you so you guys can get creative, unite, bring everything you got to the table and move forward together. You can be bigger. You can be better. We have to be able to set the example for people out of state, out of town who want to come into our city and see what Detroit is about. They want to see what Southwest is about. How we working, and we sit here divided, man. Who want to come in and support that? Who's going to feel safe coming to our city if everybody's divided? You know what I'm saying? I believe in unity, man. I believe that we do better together, man.
Yes.
No, and there's longevity in that, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like a lot of people feel like they're in competition with others. You know, it's like,
I mean, I guess it's human nature for people to want to be competitive. But when we're talking about, you know, what makes sense, you know what I'm saying? When we're talking about looking at a bigger picture, an overall picture, you know what I'm saying? How better and easier is it when everybody does their part? You know what I'm saying? When everybody brings something to the table and we can all accomplish our goals together.
Yeah. And then it goes back to, you know, your mentality on it. It's like, me, it's like, I'm in competition too, but I'm in competition with myself. Right, first and foremost, like, you know, I feel like I'm in my own lane, and like, you know, it's like the sun shines for everyone. That's, you know, absolutely,
but you got to let the sun shine in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You definitely got to allow it.
Yeah.
So the Bitcoin thing, like, has it benefited you?
Yeah.
What has it taught you?
So yeah, man, and like. It crashed, and I'm like, yo, shit, it crashed, and I'm like, what? Like, so that really got me dipped into into investing, and then I did more research, and I'm like, yo, weed stocks are the next thing. So I'm like, what, weed stocks? And yeah, so I was like, I didn't really know about the stock market. You know, I taught myself a bunch of YouTube videos.
You talked about Elon Musk too, right?
Oh yeah, with Tesla, man, dude, that's like, man, he's the GOAT on that. The Tesla is crazy. It's Tesla is crazy with that. So the stocks right now. I just taught myself how to invest into that. Like I felt like there was like, yo, why do I have money in my savings and it's not making no interest? Like, you know, it's like, yo, you make say what 1%. It could give you like, that's crazy. Like you could just go and put your money into like the stock market and get like annually like 10% back. So I'm like, yo, and then I started learning more about like 401ks and Roth IRAs. So all of that, I'm like, yo, I want to provide that information to our people too, because like we need, financial freedom, and it just importantly
financial freedom.
Yeah,
because so many of us that come from urban neighborhoods were taught to just live for today because tomorrow's never promised. Like wasn't really raised with skills of saving and preparing for the future, things like that. So we became financial irresponsible. We spend our money feeding the flesh. You know what I'm saying? Instead of investing and preparing for our futures and the futures of our families.
Yeah.
So I mean, I really admire you so much for having that intelligence, man, and making a change and being the change that you want to see in others, and actually bringing something to the table and willing to contribute to other people's lives with this knowledge, man.
Yeah, no, and I just feel like there's a lot of people like me in Southwest, like they grow up and they don't know what to do. They just follow the steps that their parents follow. They go into the field, to like the construction and like,
labor work.
Yeah, so I'm like, yo, what if you're creative and you don't have that platform? You don't have, So
you said during the interview, how can I make money using my mind?
Yeah,
I was like, oh, this guy's a genius.
Yeah, man. So that's something that like I want to provide to the people. Like, yo, you could do this and make some money, so you could like do what you really want to do. Like you know.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so it's been a journey of mine. And I just keep trying to learn, man. I keep meeting people that are into it. All my friends are getting into it, so now we're having conversations. They're like, "Yo, what's your stock pick for the week?" And yeah,
that is dope, bro. That is dope. Because conversations like that when I was growing up were so far-fetched and incomprehensible for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, like your parents did. We grew up putting our money in the shoebox, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I just, I came home at 40 years old after serving 17 years in prison. I've been home like 16 months, bro. Like, got my driver's license for the first time, got a bank account, got credit cards, got bank loans. Like, yeah. I just qualified for a house. I can get a house now legitimately in my name. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm growing, bro, at 42. And I'm just so happy to see you at your age to be where you're at with the knowledge you have, because I can only imagine how smart and how far you're gonna be when you're my age at 42, bro.
Yeah, man, it's crazy how you adapted really fast when you got out of jail. It's like how was that change, like that culture shock? Like just.
Well, I have became a little bit familiar with the cultural changes, because the generations of prisoners fluctuate and they change as well. So as this newer generation of prisoners are coming in, I'm learning about the music, I'm learning about the fashion, I'm learning about new belief systems. Some things were so much better than I had imagined, and some things that I think that fell to the wayside. Even simple things like mannerisms, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of younger generations, they were like mindless, about about their environments. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it just came from focusing so much on technology that they became ignorant to the surroundings, because they would bump into you. They wouldn't say please, thank you, excuse me. A lot of them didn't wash their hands and things like that. So, there's so many problems, and so many things that we could discuss, pertaining to that. Sometimes the lack of having, a positive male figure in a home, or a father figure in a home to teach, a boy something like that. And then at 18, 19, when they're coming to prison, you know what I'm saying? And you're seeing the changes in the generations. So I paid attention to those types of things, because sexuality, you had like gay populations now. Like me growing up before, like being gay was like taboo or something that you kept in the closet. And now people are prideful of it. They're very open with it, and it's very big. They're very it's a big population that exists in society today. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of changes that I had to adapt to. Yeah. And there were so many transitions I had to go through: mental transitions, physical transitions, emotional transitions. And like I said, certain things like holidays could trigger certain emotions that you didn't even know existed. And then now we're talking about trauma, from you, for things that you grew up with or feeling, and you go back to the time to the moments where you remember things like that. But, overall, going to the mall, like, it was amazing because I seen all the shoes and how creative it had become, and the clothes, and how everything didn't need to be politically correct. Like, everything didn't need to match. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was cool because I said this generation has opened up their mind, and like, there's no more barriers. You know what I'm saying? Like, this generation broke down all the barriers and are building bridges. You know what I'm saying? And I respect it so much.
Yeah, no, man, they're definitely building bridges, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was telling you about the rebranding that I was doing on myself. It was like 2019. So I was like, yo, I want to go to all these festivals. I want to go travel to all these places, and then I met just all these different people, and they were kind. They were kind. They wanted to share their knowledge. They wanted to teach me. They were curious about my experiences, and it was definitely a life-changing experience going to all those places that I was going to in 2019. I went to Mexico, to Rosarito. I went to that was probably like the most influential place that I've had like in recent times. I went to like a Baja Beach Fest, and it's a reggaeton festival on the beach.
Where at?
In Rosarito, Mexico. Okay. Yeah, so we were like, me and my brother, we were like the only people from Michigan that were down there. Everyone was California.
So was it like tourists? Like
it was a lot of
people from the United
California.
States.
Yeah, a lot of people from California. But there was a lot of Chicanos, like a lot of first or second gen. And I woke up, went to the beach, and then we have the banda playing. We had the banda playing, and then we would go in the afternoon. We go to the festival, reggaeton, perreo.
Dang! So you get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, you get the best of both worlds. So I'm like, like, how can I bring that to Detroit? Like, and that's that's doing all that with the Fiesta Vibes. That was my whole.
One minute you going from y llegaste tú como primavera, and the next thing you going to rompe.
Yes, man,
I love that. That's dope, bro.
So that's the vibe that I wanted to create. I was like, that's that vibe. It's like it stuck with me. I want to create that vibe, and it's like we were doing that. We did the Bad Bunny versus Drake, and that one was like we mixed the cultures. We had is like in one room we had the DJ going on with all the Drake music, and all the hip hop, all the reggaeton, and then we had another room that had the banda going. We had like I got connects with like the grupos and the bandas from Southwest Detroit.
That's sweet.
Booked them like it was crazy, dude. I was like,
and it's all up tempo too.
And everybody was singing along, it was dancing. So we created different rooms where you could go and experience different vibes. Like right in the middle of it, we had a big ass art gallery, and my sister's art was on it.
And this was all at El Club?
No, this is another place that we got. We call it La Madrugada. So that's when me and Reyes we got together. We created that. We created that. So, and that was like that was right before the coronavirus, and we were like we had plans. We were gonna go to Chicago. No, we went to Chicago. We were gonna go to New York, Austin. So we had
the whole world had plans.
We was like, this is like I found someone that has like the same vision, on the vibes that I want to create. Mm-hmm. So man, and he's always supportive of it and always willing to listen to what I have to say. So it's he's been a lot of help, definitely.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're gonna go to a quick intermission, and then we'll be back with Emmanuel and talk some more about him and his life and telling his story. Stay tuned.
You are in the mix with Detroit DJ Dan. This is the El Nino Podcast, Real Everyday People. Episode 14 with Emmanuel, Juarez. You already know.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the El Nino Podcast. I'm Nino, and this is Real Everyday People. Thank you for staying tuned in. And we're going to get back to Emmanuel Juarez and let him finish up his story. So before we went to our intermission, you were talking about the beach experience in Tijuana. You had the best of both worlds. You had the banda. You had the trap music, reggaeton. You know what I'm saying? And then you were telling me something about an electric forest, man, that I never even heard of, but you had put me hip to. Tell us a little bit about that.
That festival is insane, bro. It's like it's another world. Like you go in there, it's literally a lifestyle for a lot of people.
For real?
Yeah, a lot of people go back every year. Like that's their.
And the crazy things you said is here in Michigan.
It's here in Michigan. It's in Rothbury. It's like 3 hours away from Detroit.
And it's called the Electric Forest,
Electric Forest. Yeah, it's just, the story is like this guy, like he went in the forest and he planted trees with all his friends. You know, they were you know, singing and dancing, listening to music and planting trees, and so they grew, and that's the Electric Forest. Wow. Yeah, I've met incredible people there. It's the vibe there. It's like you go in there, there's no ego. Everyone is tripping balls though. It's like
tripping what on acid and stuff.
Yeah, like psychedelics, man. Psychedelics is like
mushrooms.
Yeah, that's like my first time that I did psychedelics. And
for real?
I'm like, man, that was with the music. I felt the music. Like, I'm the type of person that gets like chills with like, you know, listening to good music. Mm-hmm. So I was there, and that was insane. That was insane. So it was.
You feel like you are the music. You become the music when you're feeling
like,
that good.
And they party hard. Like it's like the festival goes up to like 12, but there's like the parking, and they have RVs, and they literally party all night until the sun rise. Like they
how do you get invited to an event like that?
Man, you just go. It's crazy because they sell out quick. You just gotta hop on it and just buy your ticket like a month in advance.
Who was like one of the coolest people you met at an event like that?
That I met at an event like that? Man, it was actually like, we went to. There was this artist, Kuko. He was playing there, and we went backstage with him because it's cool with Freddie. We went to his birthday the day before, so we met up there, and man, he was playing. Like, it was like man, such a good time. Very interesting, like just the whole vibe. Like,
and what kind of music did they play?
It was a lot of EDM. It was everything. They had little sections. So that's again, we go like had little sections of different music. They had like silent disco where you go and listen to some hip hop and R&B. So and then you're tired of that, you go out into the forest and dance to some EDM. They had like T-Pain was playing. So
okay,
yeah,
that's
they have
cool.
like they had just different artists and just different DJs. Yeah, it was
that
insane.
Sounds dope. I've never been to nothing like that.
They have
it's like an outdoor rave or something.
It's that's what it is. It's a rave. It's they have different arenas, bro. It's like different places. and they have like this church right in the middle of the forest, like a church, and the church is just like it's the rave inside of a church.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yo. So that's
Shoot, that reminds me of
like,
Pontiac. What was that
yes.
club called? Clutch Cargos and Club Ignitions, or wasn't it? They were churches and stuff like that.
Man.
I
So
said, Lord, please forgive me for my sins, because I'm gonna get up in here and get loose.
yeah. So I came, I was like, yo, that changed. That whole experience just changed. It changed me. But then again, I'm always thinking about, how can I make money from it? And then I'm like, and I saw like,
the way you think, boy.
I was like, I saw like, like there's psychedelic stocks that are about to pop because that shit is about to be legal in a couple years. So I started doing
with the mushrooms or something like that?
Yeah, dude. There's this Holocaust survivor, and he was a kid. He was a kid when he got into concentration camps, and they took his dad, and he survived. Wow. And he's actually the face of the legalization for like psilocybin and psychedelics.
Wow, for real?
Yeah, because we had a trip down to Mexico because he's traumatized for life. This dude he never felt joy. Wow. It was this thing he can't feel joy. But he had this trip. He went to Mexico and they had psychedelics there, and that changed his life. He had this vision that. He met his dad. He talked to his dad, and
wow, are you serious?
Yeah. After that, he's a millionaire now. So he's been pouring millions into research.
Wow,
and
that's
the study
crazy,
of it.
man.
Yeah.
Times have changed, bro. Times have definitely changed. So, what's the future looking like for Emmanuel Juarez, man?
Man, just keep growing, man. Just keep growing and just really enjoying life, because I feel like I've been too busy trying to find like a purpose in it, but it's like a purpose you have to live, like you enjoy all the
you find purpose in the opportunities, man. So sometimes we get so busy in the hustle and bustle, we forget to recognize our blessings, man, or sometimes we lose sight of what we even hustling for and to begin with. And
it's something like I always just trying to find like a purpose, but I'm like I need to like enjoy the moment and just live life at the moment right now. It's like tomorrow isn't promised, So it's like I try to, I'm always trying to think ahead of the future. But it's like, man, I want to keep growing.
I love that progressive thinking, man. That's really good, man.
Yeah, it's
a healthy mind state to have.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. So keep growing, keep sharing knowledge, creating. Yeah, that's
dope,
learning.
Man.
Yeah,
you're gonna constantly evolve as a human being, man, and you're gonna be okay, man. I promise you that, bro.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
For sure.
So every segment I try to have our guests bring in something of sentimental value to them and something be able to share a story with. So you said you brought something that you wanted to share a story with, a sentimental value with your item, man. Share it with us.
Put them on. It's my Yeah, I'm gonna take them off. Shit.
Okay, they got the J's on, baby. Show me the inspiration.
Yeah,
put it up to the camera so they can see.
The military blues, the force. So I remember
what size is
these
them?
are my. I'm a 10. But I remember going to the shoe store. I'm like, I want those. Those are my dream shoes. So when they came out, I camped outside the store with my friends, and we got them. I got 2 pairs. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get one to sell, and then keep mine. And I was like, I was 10 years old. So
dang, and you still got them. Those are
man,
cold, bro.
Still crispy, man.
And they still look good too after 10 years.
I was really happy, though. I was really happy when I first bought them, dude. It was like, and
was it like your first pair, like expensive?
Yeah, it was my first pair. It was my first pair of like expensive sneakers, and so that really just started this whole sneakerhead thing too that I was into. So. Yeah, it's
man. Listen, it turned a lot of people into sneakerheads, especially coming from poverty, man.
Yeah,
like having stories like you done had the nicest shoes, stuff like that. So when you grow up and you're able to provide for yourself, man, the first thing you want to do is just get fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you make you feel good about yourself. You know, so I know that feeling, bro. Because when I was going to school, I didn't have no name brand shoes, nothing.
Yeah.
We was going to pay less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, I'm blessed now, and you know, I love J's. I love everything.
Yeah.
I stepped out of my box, you know, when it comes to, you know, fashion, things like that, bro. I like to diversify myself
what's
as
up.
well, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you fresh, bro. Fresh.
My
Sure.
dog. But like we do at the end of every episode, man, we let our guests, man, sign the wall of fame. So
Yeah.
you definitely a star in my eyes, my dog, and I can't wait to continue watching you evolving, growing, prospering,
bro.
and
Same, bro.
let's stay connected, my dog, because
For
I want to
sure,
be able
bro.
to contribute to that in any way that I can,
Sure,
man.
bro.
And thank you to everybody, man, for sharing and subscribing, tuning in, man. I love you. I appreciate you. I pray for you. My heart's with you. Sending a big hug out to everybody, man. And check me out, man. I'm out here. Have me a mixtape made, you know,
Hey.
El Nino podcast, real everyday people. It's all freestyle, man, but you know how we do out here.
Yeah.
So let's get that wall signed.
Let's go.
My man Emmanuel Juarez in the building. The creator, baby. That's the future right there, Southwest. I want to thank everybody for staying tuned in to the El Nino podcast. We appreciate all the love, support, all the sharing, all the subscribing. Please stay tuned in for next week. If you have a good story you want to tell, please get in touch with us. Big shout out to Lit Music Entertainment, LA Landscaping, Detroit Forever. Much love to all my people. My man PY at Legendary Barber Lounge. My man Mark at Classics Barbershop. Much love to you guys, and we'll see you next Monday. Much love. Happy New Year, 2020.